He was born half a man, half a fish. His name was CodEye. Shunned by a cruel society, he retreated to his shack. His one passion was to tell stories. But he had no stories. He met a traveling man who would regale him with tales. One day, CodEye did him over and decided to ignore the copyright infringements. These are those stories.
Do you believe in the Booger Man? Have you even heard of the Booger Man? Who is the Booger Man? I don't know. You tell me. Some say that he hides under the bed or in the closet waiting to pounce. Others say he roams the Congo going by the name El Cucho, where he sells dodgy timeshares to foolish tourists. A select few believe he's still sailing the 7 seas, looking for sympathy, unaware it's just an adjective word. Whatever you want to believe, believe this, for I'm about to tell unto you a tale of terror and deceit as this horrible creature visits one small child by the name of Emily. It was a typical Friday night in Chelsea Street. Well, isn't every night a typical night? I mean, unless something totally out of the ordinary, like if the moon fell out of the sky, then it's a typical night. I mean, I suppose the Booger Man turning up might be classed as atypical, but I'm a bit too skeptical to believe that. But as I was saying before I digressed, Emily and her dad returned home on that typical Friday night after a party at her friend Beatrice's house. Now you mention it, it's not every night Beatrice has a party, so it wasn't a typical night at all. Emily and her dad entered the house. Then her dad... Actually, I can't keep calling him Emily's dad. He needs a name. From now on, I'm going to call him Paul. It's not his real name. I don't know the guy, but I feel Paul is a pretty fitting name. Anyway, Paul decided to send Emily straight up to bed. It was getting late, and he wanted to catch the second half of the football. Now, Emily, go straight upstairs, put all your toys away and get off to bed. I will be up in 45 minutes to check on you. To which Emily replied,
Okay, Daddy. Can I have a story before bed?
Okay, I'll be up in a bit. Don't forget what I told you earlier. If you don't do your chores, the Booger Man will come and get you. As Emily ran up the stairs for a split second, she could have sworn she saw a figure move along the landing, but foolishly, she ignored it and carried on into her room. Emily began to put her toys away, but she'd had over 2 slices of birthday cake and a whole pack of gummy worms, and as we know, that's enough to send any kid over the edge. For all but a second of tidying away, she decided that her toys needed playing with first. As she played, out of the darkness came... Psst! Hey, kid! Emily froze with terror. She looked around the room, but was too scared to move. Where did the voice come from? Hey, kid, what are you doing?
Playing with my dolls, sir.
Why don't you go downstairs?
I've got to put them away, otherwise you'll get me.
What?
If I don't do what Daddy says, you'll get me.
Why would I get you, little girl?
Because you're the Booger Man, aren't you, sir?
No, I'm Yeah, that's right. I'm the Booger Man. Now do what I say.
Okay, I'll put the toys away.
No, I want you to go downstairs and play with your toys.
But my daddy says I've got to put the toys away.
Who are you going to listen to? Your daddy or me? And to be fair, he had a valid point. However, confused by the Booger Man's questions, Emily called down for her dad.
Daddy, the Booger Man's here.
Her dad was too busy watching the footy to take any notice.
Whoa, don't call your dad.
Why?
Because I'm at the wrong house. Yeah, that's it. I'm at the wrong house, and if your dad finds me, he'll want to charge me the wage for scaring you. I didn't bring enough change for 2 kids, and that kid next door he's a real bad kid.
Who? Billy?
Yeah, he's a real bad egg. Burning ants with a magnifying glass and all that.
But Billy's only a baby.
But I've seen him do some terrible things. I wouldn't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Okay, Mr. Booger Man.
Good. So we're on the same page, huh? Now I need your help to get me out of here before your dad finds me.
Okay.
Right. If you open that window, I can get out. Spook Billy next door be out of your hair. Espectro!
But, Mr. Booger Man, the window won't open.
You're kidding me.
The Booger Man moved swiftly to the window and tried to open it, to no avail.
Child-proof locks, eh?
Daddy says it's so I don't fall out.
Damn. Are there any other ways out of this house, kid?
The Booger Man looked around, agitated, while Emily began to list all of the possible exits out of the house.
There's the front door, but Daddy will see you. The back door, but that's locked, and I don't know where the key's kept. There's a window in the basement, but it's too small for you to fit in, sir.
It's like a prison. Are there no other ways out of here?
You could climb up the chimney.
There's no way I'm going in that chimney, kid.
But Santa comes down the chimney every year, and he's so much fatter than you.
Well, me and Santa don't get on. I wouldn't want to meet him up there.
So he's not there now. He only comes on Christmas.
Well, the guy's just bad news, okay?
Santa's not bad.
Of course he is.
Emily, disheartened by the Booger Man's devastating attack on Santa, called down for her dad to help her.
Daddy, the Booger Man's saying Santa's a bad person.
What the hell is wrong with you, kid?
Before the Booger Man could rectify the situation, Emily's dad was approaching to read the bedtime story she'd asked for.
I'm coming to read you a story now, Emily. You'd best be in bed with your toys put away.
The Booger Man began to panic.
You've got to get rid of him, kid.
But I want a story from Daddy.
I'll tell you a story. It's called The Booger Man. They got caught by Daddy, and it does not have a happy ending. Oh, no.
Before Emily could even reply, her dad walked through. Wait, no, I messed up. Let me start again. Before Emily could even reply, Paul walked through the door. He was greeted by Emily, sat on the floor alone, surrounded by her toys.
God damn it, Emily. You haven't put your toys away.
Now, Paul has always been a man of his word. When he made a threat, by God, he went through with it.
Right. You're not having a story tonight. I'm switching the light off, and you're going to bed. Good night, Emily.
With that, Paul was gone. I always knew he had a short fuse, but to not give your own kid a bedtime story is just monstrous. Emily was left sat alone in the dark.
Nice work, kid. He won't be bothering us for a while.
A tear worked its way to Emily's eye. She was about to cry when the Booger Man butted in.
Right. Back to getting me out of here. It's getting late, and I have a tight schedule.
Emily started to cry.
I wanted a story.
What the hell is wrong with you, kid? Do you want me to get caught? Do you? I told you I don't have enough change to do enough kids. Now stop crying. Pull yourself together and help me get out of here.
Emily sniffled.
Okay, Mr. Booger Man.
So, how can I get out of here then?
The chimney, sir.
You're still not going on about that damn chimney, are you?
But Santa can get up there.
Yes, but Santa, well, actually, the chimney is downstairs. I'm bound to get caught if I go downstairs.
No, the chimney's in my room.
Emily turned on the bedroom light to reveal the chimney breast in the corner of her room, covered up by a bookcase.
Yeah, well, my initial point is still valid. I don't want to meet Santa up there, huh?
Emily walks over to the chimney breast, pushes the bookcase to one side and shouts up,
Santa, are you up there?
The sound echoes up the chimney and out through the top. There's no reply.
See? Santa's not up there, Mr. Booger Man.
Okay then. Are you sure there's no other ways out?
Nope.
Is that nope? There's no other ways out? Or nope? You're not sure?
Nope. There's no other ways out.
Do you want to just check again to make sure?
I'm 120% certain it's the only way out.
Oh, God. Okay, then I'll climb up the chimney. The Booger Man crawled out from underneath the bed, pushed his way through the mess of the toys, and made his way over to the chimney breast. He turned back around to face Emily. Last chance. Are there definitely no other ways out of here?
Nope.
The Booger Man put his head in the chimney and looked up into the pitch black. He began to climb the chimney. Just as his feet disappeared out of the entrance to the chimney breast, something went wrong. The chimney got narrower, and the Booger Man became wedged. Help, kid, I'm stuck.
Don't be silly. Santa can get up there easy.
I'm being serious. Now, kid, I'm stuck in here. Help me. Help me back down.
Just keep climbing up.
I'm bloody stuck here. Help me.
How can I help?
Pull me down. Emily ran over to the chimney breast and tried to grab hold of the Booger Man's ankles.
I can't reach, Mr. Booger Man.
Please, do anything. Just get me down from here. Emily began frantically jumping up, trying to grab hold of the Booger Man.
I still can't reach.
Oh, my God. Go fetch your dad.
But my daddy isn't allowed to see you. Otherwise, you've got to pay him.
No, kid, I'm being serious. Get your dad. Emily turned around and spotted a toy broom propped up against her wardrobe. Meanwhile, the Booger Man was still struggling. Emily then ran back with the broom and began poking aimlessly up the chimney. What are you doing?
I'm helping to push you up.
Stop it and get someone to help me. Emily ran out of the room and shouted downstairs.
Daddy, the Booger Man's stuck in the chimney.
Paul began making his way up the stairs again and entered Emily's room. Why aren't you in bed?
The Booger Man's stuck up the chimney.
Paul made his way over to the chimney and looked up, but all he could see was pitch black. There's no Booger Man up there. Now put the bookcase back along with your toys and go to bed before he really does show up.
But Daddy, he really is in the chimney. I poked him with the broom.
Paul snatched the broom off Emily and began fiercely poking it up the chimney to prove that nobody was there. See, there's no Booger Man. Now go to bed. Paul stormed out of the room, turning the light off behind him. Emily quickly ran back over to the chimney and looked up.
Mr. Booger Man.
There was no reply. Booger Man had managed to break free, with his maracas intact, and climb out of the chimney. That's how Alfonso Eldorado, who'd secretly been having an affair with Emily's mum, narrowly escaped being caught. From then on, Emily always did what she was told, and the Booger Man never visited her again, while Alfonso decided to try his luck next door. And that is when Billy truly had the fright of his life. And the moral of this tale is that if you really believe in something, it will come true. No, wait. If you don't want something to come true, then do what you're supposed to. No. That's not it. Always eat your vegetables.